So the GOP senators apparently had a little get-together, and they wanted to hear Ted Cruz out. They're like, okay, listen, Ted, you started this whole nonsense. I mean, interesting strategy. So here we are. We're in the middle of it. We got a government shutdown. You got what you wanted. So talk to us about your end game. How are you going to do this so that in the end we wound up coming out victorious? We win on what? Getting Obama to pull Obamacare or to delay it for a year, which is their latest demand? How do we win? And if we don't win, Jesus Christ, then what's your backup plan? And apparently, he did not have very good answers or any answers. Republican senators came out afterwards and talked to the press. Now, of course, it was a closed-door meeting, so they did it anonymously. And they don't have a lot of love for Ted Cruz at this point anyway. But these are wonderfully damaging quotes that are fairly devastating to Ted Cruz. So let's read them. Quote, "It was very evident to everyone in the room that Cruz doesn't have a strategy. He never had a strategy and could never answer a question about what the end game was." Now, all the senators that talked to the press said that, look, he was asked over and over again, clearly explain to us how we win on this. And apparently, now look, mind you, they're biased against him. They didn't want him to do this in the first place. He's been raising money against them. There's this conservative fund that's actually hitting a lot of the Republican senators. They asked him, hey, are you going to stop supporting that? And he said, nope, I will continue to support it. So there's not a lot of love in the room in the first place. So there's a little, sniping here as they get out. But overall, they're right. He doesn't have an end game because this is a dead-end strategy. So they continue. "I just wish the 35 House members that have bought the snake oil that was sold could witness what was witnessed today at lunch." Damn, God, they do not like this guy at all. And on this case, though, those Republican senators are right. This guy's got nothing but snake oil. He never had a strategy for winning. It was to raise money for himself, which he did as he was doing his 21-hour non-filibuster, his fake filibuster. He was actually raising money at the same time, basically saying, aren't I heroic, getting his name recognition up. And it worked. It got his poll numbers up among very conservative Republicans. It worked for him. It didn't work for the rest of the Republicans or the party overall. They've lost independence, and they're bleeding in the poll numbers. That's why the other Republicans are furious with him. So one more snipe. He kept trying to change the subject because he never could answer the question. It's pretty evident it's never been about a strategy. It's been about him. That's unfortunate. I think he's done our country a major disservice, and I think he's done Republicans a major disservice. Now, I just gave you 3 of the quotes from the Republican senators. There was many more. So over and over again, they pounded at Cruz after the meeting because they realized not only did he do this as self-aggrandizement, and they're politicians, they understand that, but he did it at their expense, at their party's expense, and at his country's expense. Because the only thing Ted Cruz cares about is Ted Cruz.